Right.
We would like to honor some of our Stomp and Shake legends, Dr. Paulette Johnson and Debra Rivers Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson, that's so
um, so we want to make sure that we honor these young women because they are the ones that have created Stomp and Shake. They've created what it is. They've created the experience. They created a lot of the things that we said that we love about Stomp and Shake between Coach Reagan and I. And a lot of the things that you all admire came from the minds from these women. And we just want to honor them continuously, but just give them some extra love around this time as just being just amazing Black women to look up to. I quickly just want to say, as I referenced Dr. Paulette Johnson, she is someone that I cheered at Winston-Salem State. She obviously was the coach at Virginia State. And I remember her specifically because even though we were rivalry schools, she made it a point to introduce herself to me as a cheer athlete. And I was just like, okay, I've never had a coach come and introduce themselves to me. She always made my team feel welcomed. Again, outside of the lines, people, you know, they were our rival, and they were a tough rival. But she introduced herself to me, and I always watched how she moved from a freshman to then becoming the coach at Winston-Salem State University at a very young age. I watched what she did and how she moved and how she developed her program and what it meant to her. So for me, that was something that I saw as a value, specifically on how to carry myself as a woman and the things that I needed to do to make sure that I was representing myself well and representing my team well. So Dr. Johnson, I love you for that. And thank you for just being amazing, an amazing person to watch from afar. And she also supported me as a coach and gave me my flowers plenty times. So just because she was in the game for a long time, she had no problem coming down to my little level, starting out saying, you did that. Amazing job. Good for you. And it came from a good place. So it was good that she showed me what it is to have healthy competition. Dr. Johnson, thank you, Dr. Johnson. Now, Debra Rivers, mother, got me all the way together, polished me. I mean, polished me from the beginning to the end. She definitely, even Dr. Johnson and Miss Rivers being rivals, you all would have never known that they felt any kind of personal attack. None of that never happened. She actually schooled me. Miss Rivers schooled me on the things that they did and why the battles came back and forth and what, the Trojans were so good at. So what I love about you, Miss Rivers, is the fact that you still had the strength of a woman, again, to give them their flowers and to say, you know what, that was good. You got me this time. So as a coach, I wanted to keep that at Winston-Salem State, to know that I can hold my head up high, even though if another team showed me out, I could walk out of here with my head held up high. And what I needed to do and who I needed to be as a representative for my team. Miss Rivers, you also welcomed the creativity that I was bringing to Stomp and Shake. You didn't stop it, but you taught me from a traditional standpoint the things that needed to remain. But you also openly welcomed the things that I did and what I brought to the table. And I am just overly thankful for that. And just the strength that you've had as a woman, knowing that you were the first Black cheerleader at your high school, breaking barriers, knowing what you did at Winston-Salem State, how you've touched all of us and how you continue to touch and teach all of us. So I love these legends and so glad to call them women that I can lean on at any time.
Agreed. Facts. I think Dr. Paulette Johnson and Deborah Rivers Johnson, when I think about these two legends, I think mothers of Stomp and Shake cheerleading. I think the beginning of where our history began, you know, the true mark. Not to say that these things weren't going on before these women began to coach and get into their careers and whatnot. I listen to Miss Rivers all the time talk about, you know, we didn't know what we were doing. We just knew we were coaching, and, you know, how they both poured their love in what they felt was right. Hence the originality coming in there. You know, they brought their creativity in their realm of originality to the world of Stomp and Shake cheerleading, not even knowing that they would literally be laying the bricks, our foundation to Stomp and Shake cheerleading the way that we look at it now. And I appreciate them for doing that for us. Anytime you can step in as a coach and, you know, just bring what you want to bring your love, bring your efforts to a team, and begin to continue to pour that in over and over and over and over again for years to come, not even really knowing that you were really making history the entire time. And that is why I can't help but to just say thank you to both Dr. Paulette Johnson of Virginia State University and Deborah Rivers Johnson from Winston-Salem State University for literally laying our foundation. Again, you guys are our Stomp and Shake legends, and we want to say happy Black History Month.